Kartel's out on the streets again. What does it mean to, Dancehall to have him back out, giving back?
Freedom is a must, you understand? And the music miss the great talent, you know what I mean, and the great influencer. You know what I mean? Dancehall at it again, you understand? Yeah, man, definitely. Yeah.
Go on, mute ya, go on. Ease yourself, just keep it calm, mute ya, star. Only put pressure in my corner. What time it hard to carry on? You no need no girl for turn to, no man for talk to. Feelings hurt on the journey so far.
Welcome Success Family, my enlightened keepers of Øwayne Allen Media alongside our new arrivals to the channel. I want to talk about how Vybz Kartel release from prison impacts the dancehall scene, particularly how it affects Masicka career, knowing everyone had Masicka to be the main man in the business. Kartel presents change all of that. Now, before Vybz Kartel incarceration in 2011, Kartel and Mavado dominated the dancehall space, making it challenging for emerging artists to break through the ranks. Now, Vybz Kartel eventual arrest, which led to the imprisonment for the Clive Lizard Williams case, temporarily opened the space in dancehall. Artists like Conscience, Ayactane, Popcaan, Tamale Sparta and Alkaline rose to prominence during this period of Vybz Kartel absence, and each of these artists had their moment in dancehall to shine and run dancehall. Masicka, however, struggled to emerge from the stigma of being an underground artist during this time. Masicka aligned with Conscience but parted ways due to Conscience affiliations with Idonia.
He is no longer part of your subconscious music.
From Masicka's point of view as a loyalty issue, say me invite Idonia to Kids Street.
I kept a treat and invite Idonia to the treat.
Right now, when Masicka began working with Vybz Kartel former manager Corey Todd, he gained the stability he needed to push his career forward. His breakthrough came with the 2017 collaboration with Vybz Kartel titled Infrared, which solidified his connection with the Gaza Nation and positioned Masicka as a rising star in the business. If you are new to the channel, welcome and make sure to subscribe to get all our latest videos. Despite Vybz Kartel giving Masicka this huge boost in popularity, Masicka faced setbacks every time he seemed ready to take over the dancehall scene. In 2018, just as Masicka hit song They Don't Know gained traction, Ragging King took the spotlight. In 2019, it was the rise of Squash and the Six Crew. Even when Masicka delivered a powerful performance at Reggae Sumfest, Skeng was the talk of the town. Nevertheless, Masicka never gave up. Masicka went back to the drawing board and mastered his craft.
People realize, they say if we focus on the craft, you have consumers out there. We love the music, them just want good music, you know what I mean? And that is what me I focus on right now, my craft. That are the thing. You get me?
And build anticipation around his music. His 2021 album 438 was a significant success, establishing him as a leader in dancehall. His 23 follow-up album GOK Generation of Kings further cemented Masicka's status, because many fans saw Masicka as the man who will lead the next generation, especially with Vybz Kartel still remain behind bars and Alkaline falling off. However, the unexpected happened for many, and the expected return of Kartel on July 31st, 2024, when Vybz Kartel was released from prison after the Court of Appeal ruled he should not be retried. Vybz Kartel release threatens to overshadow all of Masicka's achievement. At least this is what it looks like right now. Let me also just remind people that a major portion of Masicka fan base comes from the Gaza Nation. Vybz Kartel return to dancehall could see all these Gaza Nation fans reverting back to the original Gaza boss, to the world boss. I know you saw the interview where Masicka seems to be happy, or so it seems, that Vybz Kartel is out. Trust me, Masicka is smart enough, or should be smart enough, to think the same way I am thinking right now. So I would say Masicka is at a crossroad right now. Masicka has to be careful, because if Masicka distance himself from Vybz Kartel, he's risking alienating the very fan base that supported him throughout the years, right? Yet if Masicka aligns too closely to Vybz Kartel, then Masicka will remain in Vybz Kartel's shadow, as I'm telling you right now. So basically, it is a very tough one. It is a very tough situation to be in. Unlike Alkaline, who successfully built the Vendetta clan by directly stealing Vybz Kartel fans and converting them fully, and also challenging Vybz Kartel, Masicka has yet to make such a bold move on Vybz Kartel, right? And by doing so, it would be a very risky situation for him, because we have witnessed it so many times in dancehall. It does does not take much for you to lose your spot. Vybz Kartel return brings a dynamic that dancehall haven't seen before, a genre dominated by an artist who maintained relevance and influence while imprisoned for over a decade. That is just bonkers, right? Kartel ability to continue to run the place despite being incarcerated, in my opinion, just cannot be replicated, and it's not something that you see every day. Please let me know in the comment section if you believe any other artist from any other genre could go to prison for over a decade, 13 years, and could dominate the same way Kartel has dominated dancehall over the years while being incarcerated. One thing that is obvious, and that is Vybz Kartel release from prison could significantly hurt Masicka career by Kartel dominating media coverage and public attention, and that is something he's already doing. Now that Kartel is back in the spotlight, the dancehall fans are shifting its focus towards everything Kartel do, even the big social media platforms. Even Sir P from Politricks Watch can't keep Kartel out of his mouth. Kartel new music and some major collaboration that is likely to happen, like Cardi B and Drake, Busta Rhymes, you name it, this will potentially overshadow Masicka career even more, and all of Masicka hard work will just go down the drain. And remember, Masicka work hard to build this anticipation and establish his own brand. The genocide boss might find it challenging to maintain the same level of visibility and momentum in this Kartel this and Kartel that space, because Gaza Nation fans and the people are drawn back to the excitement and the controversy surrounding Vybz Kartel. This is what might happen if Masicka drop anything new. He might struggle to capture the same attention and hype around his new music that he usually get. And when things like this happen or continue to happen, it could lead to the decline in Masicka influence and presence within the dancehall scene, and people will not see him as the main man to lead the next generation anymore. Sad to say, but it might just be the truth, because Vybz Kartel might just reassert his dominance, and many artists including Masicka will have to work even harder to carve out something new or something brand new for themselves, and to keep their fan base engaged. We have always known that the competition for attention in dancehall is fierce, extremely, and with Kartel return, the pressure on Masicka to stand out and deliver consistently hit song after hit song, as we know Masicka can do, that pressure will just intensify. If Masicka is unable to adapt to Kartel being around, Masicka risk losing the momentum he's built and could be overshadowed by Vybz Kartel overwhelming presence in dancehall. I hope Masicka can carve out a space for himself alongside Kartel, or maybe another artist will just rise to the challenge, and just challenge Vybz Kartel for the throne, who knows. Let me also touch on how Vybz Kartel has reached a status in dancehall where you can compare to Jay-Z in hip-hop. And I hate to break it to a lot of people, but I will say this: Vybz Kartel needs a woman like Sidem, untouchable and private, similar to how Idonia wife Kimberly is, and Masicka girlfriend Candice, even similar to Jay-Z wife Beyonce. And I say that I'm not talking about the hype or the popularity, just that she stay out of the way, like she not in a nobody way, and you don't really know anything about her, which is also why people should just leave the Kartel and Shorty story, because if you notice, people are not blaming Vybz Kartel because Vybz Kartel isn't on the wrong side of this, right? Kartel came out and Kartel never did Shorty, even though you see Shorty carry on and do everything that she's doing. Kartel return has also surprised a lot of Jamaicans in dancehall, in the dancehall community. One thing for sure is that people never expect Vybz Kartel to be outside this often, which is why everyone is saying he should stay away from the spotlight, just like when Donald Trump had his little situation at the rally but remain in public. Kartel is proving his resilience, and we have yet to see the full extent of his return. Alright, so that was the video. Thanks for watching. Like the video, share the video to your uncle, your auntie, your niece, your nephew, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, your grandfather, your grandmother. Right, just share the video, because I believe this video is a well needed video in the space. Thanks for the likes, thanks for the subscribe, thanks for the views, thanks for the comments. As always, I'm out.